All right, let's talk about what we have up here. We'll get to the warm-up here in a sec. Unit test, moving it to Wednesday. Because there's a couple things I want to do today. And then tomorrow we'll have a full-on review. And then Wednesday will be the test. So that should give you guys plenty of opportunity to get done that review packet and be ready for that. Google Classroom, I've updated it. I've got this week Google Slides in there already. Okay, so if you missed something, you can go. Remember, the Jeopardy game's on there. That game is like made for review. We're not going to play it in class. Okay, we're going to do one part of it. But if you want to do the other three parts, which is what we did to get ready for the partner quiz, that's a good refresher. Okay, we're just going to do the order of operations tomorrow. The review packet's on there as well. I attached that. So if you forget it at home or you can't find it on Tuesday night and you want to review, go to the classroom. You can find it on there and you can review it. Tomorrow I'll put the answers on there and I'll hand the answers out so you can make sure you're doing it right. Yeah?
Paper you just handed to me, you already gave that back to me.
Okay, throw that one away then. Eliza, you didn't do it twice?
No.
Maybe that's the one I think I asked you about a long time ago, right? And you were like, oh, that's not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just been sitting there and I forgot that it wasn't yours. All right. Okay, got some good news. Man, you guys crushed it. Homework passes. Lots of them. This is for not being late for one homework for the past 3 weeks. So I do it about every 3 to 4 weeks. Peyton, homework pass, missed no homework. Callie, homework pass. Jayla, homework pass. And look, it's good to the 31st.
It's till Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So can we do it the day after Halloween?
No, you can't. Braden, homework pass. Eva, homework pass.
Halloween night. After Halloween.
Austin, homework pass. Crushing it. And Addie, homework pass.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No late homework. You took a trip. Yeah. All right. So to start off for today with the warm-up and exit, or the warm-up, write 2 equivalent expressions. What is an equivalent expression? Yeah.
Expressions that are like the same but written differently.
Yes, exactly. They're exactly finding the same solution, but their form, how they look, is different. They use the same information, but it looks differently. So we know that like 6 plus 4, an equivalent expression would be 4 plus 6. Using the same information, just looks a little differently. So here, this is what I like about this is kind of more like real life here. We have an area of 12 by 5 by 4. We don't know the units. What would be my factored form? If I was to write this with a factored form, and we know that a factored form is going to have a factor on the outside that then is multiplied by numbers on the inside that are either added or subtracted. It's going to look something like this. Callie?
I put 4 and then in parentheses 12 plus 5.
So we know to find the area, Braden, it's 4 times 5, right? And 4 times 12. I can also solve it this way. Put 4 on the outside because that's my common factor. Okay, because it's going to be multiplied by both of them. So why not just add both of these to start? So I do PEMDAS, I do the parentheses, I get 17. And that is 68. So that's one way. That's the factored form. Okay, so I would write maybe beside it factored form. Make sure you're taking these notes. So then the next one would be expanded. Expanded form is like factored form, except it's already, the factor has already been distributed, right? They've used the distributed property and distributed the 4. So talk to your partner about what that would look like. Go. Yeah.
Okay, so we did 12
Yeah.
times 5 plus 12 times 4, but we didn't. So wouldn't it be the same answer though?
It would be. It's going to be the same answer, but your factor has to be 4 because we've already said that that was the factor. So I distribute the 4. 4 times 12, so there's 4 times 12. Distribute the 4 again. 4 times 5, right there. So then I do that. I do this multiplication. I get 48. Okay, bring down my plus sign and do that multiplication. I get 20. I still get 68. 2 different forms, but they are equivalent expressions.
We got 108.
We got 100.
Yeah, so that would not be correct, would it? So basically what this is doing, this up here, guys, the factored form is taking these and it's saying 4 times that. And it gives you the whole area. The expanded form is 4 times this, which is 48, and 4 times that, which is 20. They're both correct. The factored form is doing this by the whole width, and the factored form is doing 4 times 12. Expanded form is 4 times 12, 4 times 5. So those are really important to understand, is that they're equivalent. That's the most important thing. Okay, we'll learn the process. You're going to practice this more in algebra, and we'll be using this method quite a bit in the next unit. That's why they end with it. Any questions about the warm-up? No? Connor?
Why it couldn't be the other way around?
Explain. What do you mean by the other way around?
Like 12 on the outside of the parentheses, and then 5 on the inside.
No. And this is why. I'm actually not doing 12 times 5 at any point. You see that on the picture here? See, at no point would I do 12 times 5 to find an area on here. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I would do 4 times, right? Length times width. Length times width. You see that? That's why the 12 can't be the common factor. It's because it's not being used in both situations. This is a very good question. Anybody else? Okay. Today we're going to be working with our partners. It is a big work day, and we are going to stop and play a few rounds of this one game that is really cool. Let me see. Who Tatiana's pretty good at it. Ashton.
Me.
Austin was doing all right in the game. Tatiana knows the game pretty well.
Hey, boy.
Pressure's on.
What is it?
I already know what it is.
Okay.
Oh, that game?
No, not the paperclip game. No, it's a Pemdas game. Okay, so we're going to end with that, but before we do, I got a lot. Here's our what we're going to do today. Only one person missed one question on the review, so I'm going to work with them independently. On the homework. But this is what we're going to do today. Work with your partner. It's 84 and 85. A, C, D, E. Oh, and one last thing, because it's going to start happening in here. I think I'm going to experiment a little bit with when I do regrouping a new seating thing, that I'm going to create like a seating where if you want to be on the video that day during some of this stuff, where the video is watching you solve problems, because instead of watching the board, I'd rather You can possibly go sit there, but you have to remember, you are being videoed, right? But the discussion is what I'm after, because what you guys talk about is so cool that I'm not capturing it. It is, because here's the thing, Dylan. One person's question, what Connor asked, I guarantee you 3 or 4 other people in here are wondering the same thing, or had wondered the same thing. And that kind of question can really help someone come to a better understanding. So you can think about it. I'm not sold on it, but it would be cooler than just a video watching a blank board. They would actually be watching you solve these problems. Yeah, Cam.
So what if, like, whenever somebody wanted to ask a question or something, or somebody had to answer the problem, you would talk about where you're going?
No, it wouldn't be that. It would more like you would be at the table, and the remote thing would be in the middle, and it would be more about recording your voices than watching what you look like. Okay? Because I'm going to literally put it in the table, because I want it to record how you're talking about the problem. More than your answer, more than what you look like, whether you look like, you woke up just 5 minutes ago.
I mean, his hair is doing things.
Yeah.
Did Mom Thursday we did these?
Almost. I added E.
Except E.
E's Brandon. Yeah. All right, guys, get to work. So you'll be starting on the
Can you do it
Pemdas.
on the same page, though?
Yeah, do it on the same page. Good question.
Oh, okay, so I've already finished.
Yeah, you got to do E. I'm going to take attendance, and then we'll get moving.
I use my number packs for 13, 14, and 15. Or is it something that's going to have to be done?
No, you can use it for 13, 14, 15. Do you have it? Oh, the one I just gave you.
Yeah.
No, you can't, because that's brand new. You earned it before that. So you can use it after.
So I can use it tonight?
No, I would not use it for your review packet. You already did yours. You already did it. Okay, I'll accept that. Give it to me.
13, 14, and 15.
Yeah. You sure you want to use it for that?
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, we were.
I didn't do anything on that page.
I don't have any homework tonight.
Okay, guys, get going. Come on. I would. Yeah.
One of them's TJ. Okay.
Okay, Jill, let's go back to that one problem that you was there. So this one, you distributed the 2 perfectly. You went 2 times 5, negative 2 times 5, okay, negative 2 times 5. Okay. This backward form. So it's saying what is common between this and this? Well, there's a 3 in both of them. Here there's a negative 3 and negative. So, well, no, I'm going to pull negative 3 out. So then it would be negative 3 times 2 in the parentheses minus. That's factor. So that common factor is negative 3, and what you're doing is you're taking it out of there and you're writing it back that way into the factor form. Does that make sense? Okay.
No, that's not what I
Yep, fill it in and I'll sign it. Yeah.
She didn't say she likes
What is
So you've got this table that shows the amount of water flowing in and out. Okay. So here's the water flowing in at certain times. Here's the water flowing out. This is the time. I don't know if this is the time of day or how long it is, but it doesn't matter. Because it's asking. So that's what you want to know is the average rates of water flow. How do you find this average? Yes. So it says in the first 11 hours. So that would be 11 hours. So the average water flow in the first 11, I add those up, divide by. Well, no, it's asking per hour. Yes. So I'm going to add those up and divide by 11. Why 11? That's how many hours I'm trying to find per hour. Yep. Right. So it's not quite a whole guess. It's not. No. This is 9,000 divided by 11.
And then
So it's not going to be quite 1,000. It's not quite 1,000 gallons per hour, right?
and then the 9.5 hours. You didn't just ask.
So in the last, so then it's asking you here. Those are the last 9.5. So here you're going to add this and this as water. So if water's going out, is that a positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay, and then you have to add the positive. That's going to give your total amount of water coming in and divide that by your 9 hours.
So that would be water flow, that would be this one, these two. But these are coming out. This is
Going in. Right, so this is a negative.
Yeah.
Here you don't have to worry about it. These are positive because they're going in.
so it would be a negative.
This is a negative 10.5 plus a positive 5, which means you have a total of a negative flow of
5.
5.5.
5.
Yeah.
Per.
And then you divide that by 9.5.
Okay, so 500, and then divide that by 9.
See, this is how I did this last year. You know what? And I never checked it. So I want to just check to see, because they're saying just water flow. And I'm wondering if they're counting this not as a negative, but I assume because it was essentially the negative that that's a negative flow.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. And the reason why I say that is they started with a positive flow. So let me pull that up. Hey guys, Cam, we're not working very hard back there.
We are.
Okay. Well, what you were just talking about was math. One second, Justin.
What?
Did I miss something? Oh!
What?
Ah! Oh! I didn't read it. Hold on, no. Per hour. How many hours?
So I was right.
This is 20,000 gallons in 4 hours.
Okay. And so then that would be
And that's negative and that's positive.
So then it would be 20,000
Yeah.
plus whatever 28,000 divided by 11. Would that be it? So it'd be 48,000 divided by 11.
You got it.
See?
7,500 by 3. Yeah, so that's negative 1. I just want to make sure that I didn't miss that.
Okay, so each one.
See, my intuition was right.
get 25,000.
Yeah, you had a little.
Yeah, well, so it says, so basically what this chart's saying, that during these 4 hours, it's being used at 5,000 gallons per hour.
And then.
So in 4 hours, how many gallons? This is being used at 5,000 gallons per hour during these 4 hours. So over the course of the 4 hours, how many gallons actually get used? Right. So how many gallons are going in?
And then that gets subtracted from the.
Well, it's 5,000 for the first hour, 5,000 for the second hour, 5,000 for the third hour, 5,000 for the fourth hour. So how many gallons? 20,000. So how many gallons are getting pumped in during this time? 28,000. Okay. So now you have 28,000 gallons going in, right? So how many gallons per hour? How many hours are we talking about? So it's 11. So it's 28,000. Well, that would be 28,000. That's 20,000. So it's 48,000 gallons divided by 11 hours. Will give me how many gallons are being pumped in per hour. You see that?
Yeah.
No. You count how many places are being held by a decimal. 1 second,
How do
Calvin.
you figure out what the average rate of flow is in the
Hold on. Callie, you and Brayden go to the back. I want you guys to work together.
I just needed to clarify.
Go work with Brayden. I want to see if he catches any of your toes mistakes. If you made it, you
Tireless
might not have. Yes, you do those.
I don't know what. I never make sketchy of that.
It's a good one. That's a really good problem. I like that problem.
Are you still talking to me? Wait, hold on.
And then I want you to talk to me. Okay, wait, hold on. This by this is going to tell me how many gallons
Oh, wow, they didn't
per
make anybody
hour.
at all.
I mean, how many gallons total over those 3?
And that would be 20. This makes it 2.
Yes, are getting used during that 3 hours.
And then
19 and 5,000 gallons during that time. Well, hold on. These are negative values. I'm also pumping water in that's positive. So this is my. I add these negatives. That's going to give me an even greater negative.
5,000 times 625 minus 3,000.
So this means gallons per hour. So that means 5,000 gallons per hour. How many hours? 6.5. So you need to figure out how many gallons of total being pumped in during this.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because this is going to be positive. These are going to be negative. Plus both of them?
No, I'm not adding it.
Oh, that would be 30. That would be 30. Yeah. That's a positive 30,000. But then also, I don't know what the sum is going to be. But you have a big negative value that's going out. You guys work it. No, you guys work it. Oh yeah, it's good. These are.
5,000 gallons of water at the start. How much is there at the end of the entire time period?
Ration stock.
Oh, I know it. Is it 20,000?
Okay, guys. We're gonna pause. It's a good problem. I'm actually gonna talk about that problem tomorrow. So we're gonna just transition I want to show you the game. So, what do you need? Okay, you and your partner just need a marker and an eraser. Okay, and then you need to put your learning back in your learning portion. You guys will go. I wish you know what I need? What?
Who my partner?
Yeah, Blaze, go with Otis.
Can I go to the bathroom? What about Callie?
Huh?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Quick. So, as you guys are picking up, this is a it's practicing our PEMDAS really well, and it's. What's up, Connor? You did? It's a tough question. E2. If you do E2, that's when I'm like, bravo.
You already should say bravo.
Where shall we go? Which is confusing. I tried closing it.
All right. Guys, so this is a great game.
It's not a great game.
It's you love it, Tatiana.
I hate it.
So
Not even positive.
I got Callie's eyes and I got Addie's. Taya, thank you. Okay. What does black mean? Yeah, positive. Okay, if you're in the black as a company, you're doing well. You're making money. What does red mean? Negative. You're in debt. Okay, so, and those are banker terms, right? If you're in the black, you're in the positive. If you're in the red, bad idea. You have 6 numbers. You got to use 5. And when you go to play this game, okay, you must multiply, you must divide, you must add, and you must subtract. We're not going to do parentheses yet because that really bumps up the level. But here's the thing: we're going to add. You must do these, and you must do it with 5 of these numbers. Your job is to make the biggest value. So, for instance, I would look at this and I would say, if I'm going to multiply, I'm looking for 2 big negatives, because when I multiply 2 negatives, what happens? It turns positive. Or I'm looking for 2 of my biggest positive numbers, because a positive times a positive equals a positive. I'm also looking dividing wise. That's probably going to be one of the last things I do. And when I divide, I either want to divide 2 negatives. Why? When you divide 2 negatives, it makes a positive. Or divide 2 positives, because when you divide 2 positives, you get a positive. Whew, man, you guys are scaring me here.
I got it right. I said positive.
Because I'm trying to make the biggest number, when I go to subtract, what number would I subtract? A negative. Why? It's like adding a positive. Okay? And then if I'm adding, okay, I probably want to add my largest positive or my smallest negative. So you get to create your own number sentence using 5 of these numbers. Okay? Using 1 multiplication, 1 division, 1 division, 1 addition, and 1 subtraction.
All those.
Yep. 5 numbers, 4 operations. Yep, you can work together. Okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute. Go. No, you don't have, no. 5 numbers, 4 operations.
Oh, right.
Hey, work with us. Talk. Ooh, that's a good one.
Can we use the parentheses, please?
Not yet. Ooh. Yeah, you can put parentheses in. Put parentheses in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I got an answer of, because I used parentheses, I got an answer of 58. So what I did is I went 4, positive 4 divided by 4. First thing I got to do. So that gives me -1. Not a great number, but it's a small negative. Oh, you know what? Even darn. But anyway, -1. Then I subtracted -9, so that's like adding 9. And then I multiplied these two because they were my two biggest positives. So I get 50 plus, and I added here, plus -1 plus 9 equals 58. Did anyone get one that was bigger?
We're still working on it, but I think we did.
So that's how you play this game. We're going to play this game more tomorrow. Let me do one more. See if you can figure it out. We'll play it more tomorrow. One more. Here it is.
Does Jack equal 10?
Jack's 10.
Alright, John. That's the bad.
Yeah, and you can use parentheses. Ooh.
Listen, you have to do 10 divided by 5.
Oh, I got a good answer. All right, here's mine. And I just want you, today's just practicing. Tomorrow, we'll set the timer and we'll do it all. But I want you to see what I did here. I was able to get all positives inside my parentheses because I divided two negatives. That equals a positive. And instead of going 4 divided by 2, I went 6 divided by 2. That gives me a positive 3. And then I added the negative 8. So I had 5 plus 3, which is 8, plus 8, which is 16. And then what did I do? I multiplied everything by 10. Because we know that if the last thing I do is multiply, my number gets bigger really fast. Okay? Now that's just one way. So tomorrow we'll play this game, but today it's a pretty fun game. Today, here's what you're doing. Thank you, Tatiana. Finish your math review packet. Okay, that is due tomorrow. Okay, we're going to do an activity around the math review first thing when you show up, so you'll know whether or not you did it right or wrong. So you want to make sure you have all of that completed. Write on your exit ticket. Scoring your partners, warm up and exit. Because I got like 4 minutes. Okay. I have right here the exemplar. This is what you're going to use to grade your partner's exit ticket. It's right there. You're going to return it. This is what you're going to score your partner's exit ticket on. This is what it looks like.
Oh, last week's.
So, it's a total of 16 points today. Didn't want to make this too hard for you guys. Answers are complete sentences when appropriate. How do you know? If I wrote incomplete sentences, they should have written incomplete sentences. If they didn't, Eli, if they didn't write incomplete sentences, take a point off. Problem is included. Look at their problem. Did they include it or not? Okay, on all the days. I've included all the problems. All days are completed, 3 points. Work is shown for each problem, 3 points. Answers are correct with... I pretty much every day go over these, so you should have correct answers. Handwriting's neat, answers easy to find. Date, name, period. These are all 1 point over here. These are all 3. You're going to grade your partner's exit ticket. Yep, from last week. And then you're going to give me the score. And you got about 3 minutes.
Monday was the test, right?
You want to get going. Have them give it to you. Use the exemplar. And then make sure to pass the exemplar back in before you leave. You need to tell me your partner's score when you're done. We'll get a lot better at doing these. I do these once we get in the second part about every other warm-up and exit ticket.